Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. Now I've been showing you a variety of quilt applique flower blocks and I'm having you put it in to a quilt as you go. So if you haven't seen the previous videos on how to make all of these different flower appliques, there's going to be a playlist link below your YouTube screen, so make sure you watch that. After you've got all your blocks done, you've got your 3 layers of fabric together. Remember, you have your fabric on the back, cotton batting in the middle, and then your flower applique. So if I showed you 12 blocks, if you want to make more than 12, I actually did. I did 4 more blocks, but I duplicated some of the other blocks, but just using different fabric. It might even be a little smaller, a little bigger design. So if you want to make a really big quilt, you can just duplicate some of your blocks. Another thing is maybe you only like one of the blocks. You can use that block and use different fabric on each one. Once you have all the blocks you want, you may not want to make a quilt, by the way. You may only want to just make a table runner. So remember, you can use this in a variety of projects. So now let's look at how I laid my blocks out. So as you can see, I've already laid my blocks out. And I tried not to put blocks that were exactly the same or using similar fabric. I tried to spread out the colors. So move them around until you get it set up the way you like it. So take each row separately and you're going to stitch the blocks together. And so you're going to take the first 2 blocks and bring the edge of your fabric that's on the back together. And you're going to line it up and place pins to hold. And you're going to stitch from the outer edge of the fabric that's on the back and stitch right along the edge of your quilt block all the way up to the top. Then take the next block and attach it to this one, and you're going to do the same thing. Line it up carefully, pin it, and stitch right along here, and then take the last block and repeat that process and do the same thing. So then set this row aside, do the next row and stitch it together, the 3rd row, and then the 4th row. Now you're going to take this to your ironing board and we're going to do some pressing. So here you have the 2 edges of where you've stitched them together. So you're going to take one of these on one side, take it and fold it over about 1/4 inch and press it all the way across with your iron. Then after you've pressed that, then you're going to fold it over one more time and press it all the way across. Then leave this side alone. Go over to the next one and do the same thing. Fold it over, press, fold it over, press. Then go to the last one, repeat it. Fold it over, press, fold it over, press. So here is the side that I've pressed. So you don't want to press this other edge just yet. I find it's easier to finish one side completely, then go to the other. So after you've pressed this side here, then you're going to stitch close to this edge all the way up. Then go over to the next one and stitch, and then the next one and stitch. Now go back to your ironing board and now you're going to repeat that pressing process. So fold this side over, press it, fold it again and press. Then you'll go down to the next seam and do that, and then your last one. Then at your sewing machine, then go ahead and stitch along this edge all the way across. So when you're done, your seam should look like this. So you want to look at it all the way across, and then here's your last one. Now, after you've stitched all of the seams in all of the rows, now you want to attach your rows together. So you're going to take your first 2 rows and bring the back sides together. So after you've got the back sides together, then line up your edge here and here and line those up. You want to place a pin here at your seams first. So match up your seams and put a pin there. And then go down to the next seam and do the same thing. So you want to match everything up all the way across. Then go ahead and continue pinning the rest of the fabric. Then you want to stitch just like you did on the seams in between the blocks. So you're going to stitch right along here, the edge of your block, and you're going to do that all the way across. Now go ahead and stitch all your rows together. Then you want to fold and press these seams just like you did on the seams in between the blocks. So go ahead and fold it over about 1/4 inch and press all the way down. Fold again and press. And then stitch all the way down. And then go ahead and do it on the other side. You want to do that on all your rows. So after you've done all of the center seams going in between each block and the rows, you're going to go to your outer edges. And you're going to do 2 opposite sides first. So you would press, fold and press the outer edge of your quilt just like you did on the other seam. So fold and press, and you're coming all the way over on top of the quilt. Then you would stitch all the way down the edge, all the way to the bottom. So when you're done, it should look like this. Now this is the opposite edge. So after you finish the first edge, you want to go over to the opposite side and do the same thing. Then after you've done the 2 opposite sides, then you're going to do the top and bottom, fold and press and stitch just like you did on the sides. So when you're all done, this is what it looks like. Now this is approximately 40 inches wide by 40 inches long, and it has 16 squares in it. So it's about the size of a large baby quilt. If you missed any of the previous tutorials on this Quilt As You Go, there will be a playlist listed below your YouTube screen. So you want to scroll down to where it's the description section. Click on either Show More or the down arrow, and it will expand open. And there will be a playlist there of all of the tutorials so you can make this quilt. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you have decided to make this quilt. You will learn a lot, and it's a lot of fun. Remember, use up that scrap fabric that you have. Now, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing! If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl. This is Manny. See you next time.